Sir, I had taken the marks improvement program and
Okay.
the test series with Kalam IAS. I attended all of your workshops. First of all, I would like to give a baseline. My last
Okay.
year ethics score was 194,
Okay.
and this year it has jumped to 125. So I would
125 marks.
the 30 marks, 30 plus marks improvement. I would give the credit. I would give mostly to Kalam IAS and the course done by yourself.
So you just heard the words of Harneet Singh, rank 177. He increased his marks by a huge margin of 31 marks from 94 in 2022 to 125 marks in 2023. This is not an exceptional case. We have rank 24 Pragyanand Giri. We have a list of selected and non-selected candidates who have exceptionally performed well in ethics, scoring above 120 marks. So this video is all about understanding what exact approach they have followed to score these 120 marks. I know so many of you may be having this doubt in your head. Why 120s? Why can't it be 140s? Students have scored 140s also. So, but I leave this 140s margin a lot of to yourself. It depends so much on your caliber. It depends so much of how you can replicate what you have learned, how much you can replicate in the paper, what kind of question comes in the paper, what kind of time is available with you for ethics, devote to ethics preparation. So 140 is, there is a lot of variable which is not in our control. But if you are not scoring 120s in ethics, you are making a crime to yourself, or you are not doing justice to the opportunity you got to write mains. 120s is something you can approach, you can seal by following these exact steps. This video is all about this. Let's understand. We have divided the whole points under broad 4 themes. First one, content preparation and note making. Then we have answer development before answer writing, systematic improvement through answer writing and F2F discussions, and proper exam management. Let's go into each one of these. Let's understand what does it mean by each of these points. First, we have this content preparation. Content preparation for ethics. The first thing you should do. I know many of you might have even started the preparation. First thing I need you to do is you should have a mind map on what kind of questions are being asked in ethics. Don't just randomly go into some XYZ material, some XYZ sources, standard books. No. Before that, have an understanding what is being asked in the paper. Go to the PYQs. Analyze the PYQs of last 7 years, 8 years, 10 years. Have a clear understanding what is being asked. For this, we have this ethics master sheet. You can download this master sheet from our website or from Telegram channel. This exactly categorizes each and every question asked from 2013 to 24 under different themes and sub-themes. If you look carefully, questions are not random. Questions are coming from specific arguments only. For every topic, you don't need to study each and everything, but you need to have specific arguments for certain dimensions. For example, emotional intelligence. Every alternate year, we have one question on this emotional intelligence. What kind of questions are coming? Last 11 years, you take any questions, it will come under these components of emotional intelligence. There are questions asking for components of emotional intelligence, significance of emotional intelligence. It can be comparison between EI and IQ. Questions are asking about role of emotional intelligence, significance of emotional intelligence. General question on emotional intelligence, why it is important, or demonstrate how emotional intelligence is playing a role in your life related questions. Then we have emotional intelligence and public administration related question. 4 different heads. I'm saying any question you take from last say 11 years, you can fit into any of these. And this is not just, this predictability is not just with emotional intelligence. Say it with emotional human values. It is very tough part of the syllabus. I have seen many students complaining questions are a little bit vague. Sometimes questions are not easy to understand. how to prepare. We have created a list of 14 values. And questions are coming around these 14 values. We have provided notes for this. If you prepare these 14 values, any question comes, it will be somewhere connected to this value, directly or indirectly. And arguments are very similar. Prepare systematically. Understand what exactly is the demand, what exactly is to be prepared from each and every part of the syllabus. That is the first step of ethics preparation. And ethics master sheet is your cheat code for this. Let's go ahead. What next? Where to get the content from? Where to get the content from? And here I think the student make this biggest unforgivable mistake. If you are limiting your ethics preparation to learning some definitions, learning some examples, I'm certainly saying that you're doomed to score in 90s. Whatever you write in the paper, how much example you dump in the paper, you can never ever score beyond this 90s range. If your ethics preparation is just limited to definitions and certain learning certain examples. Ethics answer, quality ethics answer demands arguments, demands multi-dimensional ethical arguments. Bring this into your paper. You will see substantial difference in the marks you are scoring. I'm not saying you should not need examples. You need examples, you need definitions. But the crux of your answer writing, your crux of your answer should be multi-dimensional ethical arguments. So work on this direction. For every section, every dimension you have noted down from the syllabus and PYQs, develop your arguments. Here is our ethics MIP sessions that can come handy. In 7 sessions, we have completely covered, comprehensively covered the whole ethics syllabus. You can see how effective this is. Just attend these 7 classes and you are done with the whole syllabus preparation. Then along with this, we have 7 workbooks. 7 workbooks which can bring a sense of personalization. I never believe in the concept of learning, spoon feeding you each and every examples. Ethics example, where should it come from? It should come from your life. It should come from your books you read. The newspaper you read, it should come from the other subject matter you study. I will show you an example. This is the ethic workbook. Now here we have all the basic dimensions. What is ethics? How is ethics? With a lot of examples. Every paper will have the last segment. 2 or 3 examples will be provided. Very specific example, not the generalistic example. See, Mahatma Gandhi's civil disobedience. What is the ethical? He is doing something against the law, but the basis is ethical understanding of what is right. That is what prompted Gandhi to do this non-cooperation or civil disobedience movement. Similarly, we have this Infosys whistleblower case in 2019 and Narmada Bachao Andolon and the ethical dimensions of this. These are provided as examples in this below the paper. Then we have the content in around 70 pages. The whole ethics content will be covered in this manner. And here, this is a section which I want you to do personalized value addition. When we discuss, when you attend these sessions, 7 sessions I told you, attend the session with these workbooks in hand. Something which is not mentioned in the workbook, which is being discussed in the class, add here. Something when you get out of newspapers, when you read newspapers, add here. Something, stories from which you know from your childhood, which is related to this syllabus topic, add here. So if you at least had 2 to 3 examples per day, by September, you will have a very personalized set of notes for ethics. This is not just copied from XYZ material that is floating in the market. And this is where you can score brownie points. If you do this religiously, it can take you from 120s to 140s. You might have known about P. Shravan Kumar, who scored around 143 marks in 2022 paper. He also was our student 2 years back. See his answer sheet. When we discuss things with him, what he told me when he used to do this, spend time on Twitter, or now it is X. What he used to do, he followed a lot of global these think tanks, global organizations like UNSC, UN, or these IMF, WEF, all these organizations, different think tanks he used to follow. Then whenever he scroll, he gets something that is relevant to some part of the ethics. He keep a screenshot and keep it with him. And later on, when he add all this information into this ethics notebook, something of similar format. And by the end of the time, his notes is something that is exceptionally unique. The examples, the global exposure, the level of argumentation in these notes are incomparable with any of the notes that is available in the market. This is something, to some extent, you need to inculcate through these workbooks. This is the second part of the ethics content preparation, I say. First thing is the mind mapping, what kind of questions, what dimensions are being asked. Second is content preparation with ethical arguments and personalization. You can do these both. Let's move to the most controversial aspect, that is the second point. Answer development before answer writing, or answer planning before answer writing. How are you going to write? This is not just applicable to ethics, for any of the GS papers. How you are planning your answers in mains? I know many of the students, they jump into some kind of the courses, some kind of XYZ test series available in the market, even our test series or some other institute. This is a very, very wrong approach. You cannot simply learn answer writing by sitting 3 hours without learning anything from the first week itself. You are going there, sitting 3 hours and writing the answer. No. First, prepare. Like we say about content preparation, there should be dedicated preparation for answer writing. Answer writing also, you need to prepare how you are going to do this. And this is, you should focus on one element here. We have learned a lot of content, but we are not going to judge based on this content. What we are going to judge is based on our paper. So all your attempt should be to bridge gap between what you have learned and what is the XYZ content you deliver in the paper. How to bridge this gap? How to bridge this gap? That is all about answer development. Spend a little bit time on developing your answers, on developing strategies, how you are going to brainstorm for each answers, each part of the syllabus, how you are going to recollect different dimensions in different parts of the syllabus. I'll show you some very simple fundamental examples. This is a 2023 question. Go through the question and try to brainstorm some of the arguments. I know the thumb rule is for 10 markers, you need at least 10 points. So try to brainstorm 10 points for this. What do you understand by moral integrity, professional efficiency in the context of corporate governance? In India, illustrate with examples. So moral integrity, professional efficiency. Moral integrity means upholding moral values consistently and work according to that. That is moral integrity. Professional efficiency means more output. I know students will reach this much. Now is the game changer. You are not just asked what is moral integrity or professional integrity in efficiency. It is asked in the context of corporate governance. And what is our mental framework for corporate governance? Corporate governance, any question you get, you think along with stakeholders. Think along with stakeholders. Who are the stakeholders here? You can think on a hierarchical framework. Highest you have these owners or shareholders. For a shareholder, what is moral integrity? Having accountability, having openness, having fair reporting of profits and other policies. We have seen the controversy regarding Byju's, which was having controversies between shareholders and board of management. That is a classic case of not having moral integrity. Now, professional efficiency, having long-term strategies, proper risk management. These are some of the examples of professional efficiency. Where we got this thinking when we thought about stakeholders. Now think about board of directors, whose major job is to take major decisions of the company, take investment decisions. So investment decisions, it should be based on sustainability. If we need to uphold moral integrity, it should resist corrupt practices. It should be like, it should not be greenwashing. These are all examples of moral integrity. Actual green policies should be implemented, not just greenwashing. Now, if it is professional efficiency, it is about focusing on growth. It is focusing on revenues. You can consider some examples of Adani Group, Hindenburg controversies, all of these kind of things. Employees, moral integrity. What is moral integrity? They should have an inclusive environment. They should not be insulted. There should be enough pay. There should be appreciation. There should not be internal politics. There should be legal protections like the She-Box, Posh initiatives should be implemented within the organization. What is professional efficiency? There should be skill development opportunities. There should be skill training on artificial intelligence, all these kind of things. Think about customers. What is moral integrity? There should not be fake advertisement, like the Patanjali case you can cite here. There should not be some like colored advertisements or colored information should not be provided under the product. Side effects should be clearly displayed. Similarly, what is professional efficiency for customer? You should get the products of enough quantity at minimum price possible. Similarly, you can think about civil society. You can connect it with CSR activities. You can connect it with pollution. You can see how much multi-dimensional our answer become. And there is only one thing you need to keep to bring all this multi-dimensionality. It is not that you learn too much. It is you learn how to think. Think in lines of shareholders or stakeholders. That is why we have our answer have a lot of multi-dimensional arguments, a lot of interpretation of different interpretations of moral integrity and professional efficiency. So this is what I speak as frameworks in answer writing. This is where you should prepare yourself. If you have framework, the whole process of brainstorming, it becomes easy. Everything you know, you can replicate in the paper. So we will learn around 12 frameworks for different parts of section A in answer writing workshop that is starting on 24th June. At 2 p.m. you come to Delhi Kalam IAS Center. Then we will learn 12 different approaches, 12 different brainstorming approaches for each and every part of ethics syllabus. We have more examples. You just brainstorm on this, what brainstorming approach you can apply in this question. Then we will discuss this question in the class. How do the virtue of integrity get manifested in public service? Explain with examples. So I hope you got the idea clear. It is not just preparing the content. What you need more is preparing for answer writing. And here we have 12 multi-dimensional frameworks that fits into different part of the syllabus. When you get a question, what you need to think first is which framework I'm going to think. At least you can divide an answer into 4 different parts, 4 different dimensions. You can think according to a framework that is done. You can easily generate 10 plus point in this. You can do this exercise for n number of questions. Any PYQs you take, some framework will be fitting in each and every question. The next part, the third part of systematic ethics preparation, that is systematic improvement through answer writing and F2F sessions. This is mostly important for, obviously it is important for everyone, but what I have noticed is, especially for those students who have written 1 mains or 2 mains, scoring somewhere in 100 marks, 105 marks, they already developed a set pattern of writing. They already have a set pattern of thinking. And I'm guaranteeing you, if you continue with the same approach, you will end up with the same marks. Have some generosity, have some humility to understand or accept that you need to make changes to approaches to answer writing. You need to make changes to how you write the answer. Then only you can change marks in your see the change in marks in your answer writing in your GS or ethics papers. So this is for this we have F2F sessions. I strongly don't believe in checking copies even with AI or any copy evaluator check the copies and give you 50, 60 comments for all the paper. And you just get confused out of all of this. To just normalize all of this, we after every paper you write, we have direct face-to-face sessions. Here we sit and discuss what are the mistakes you are committing. Are you not writing good introductions? Are you not writing? Your body is having 4 lines points, 4 line. Are you substantiating each point by taking up to 4 lines? Then there is no space to write more points. You will be writing just 2, 4, 5 points in your answer. That's it. Or if you are not writing introduction, means for every question, are you dumping the definition type of introduction? Are you not just looking beyond this? Some students don't write a conclusion. Are you leaving this part completely? So these kind of mistakes, a little bit of correction is only required. But what, even though the correction is very small, what is more important is to understand to somebody to see this pattern of mistakes in your papers and the humility from student to accept it and make the changes accordingly. So this is what we are planning under this systematic improvement through answer writing and direct face-to-face sessions. Then we have one more section, proper exam management, which is very, very essential in ethics. Because you already know, we sometimes get very lengthy papers, especially see the 2022 paper. There is case studies of more than 2000 words, and you have complex question in section A also. So at that time, you should have some practical approaches so that you just can complete the paper in decent quality. Rest assured, it is very much important to complete if the lengthy paper comes like in 2022. Now, if a 2023 like paper comes where the case studies are not that lengthy, where section A questions are decently directly coming from the syllabus, here what you should be keeping in mind, here quality matters, introduction, conclusion, all these things matters, more number of points matters. Here a lot of quality is being evaluated, not just 2022 where quantity plays a much bigger role. So what kind of nature of the paper, you need to make some adaptations on and when you are writing the examinations. I have seen students who complete the paper, but they have take 1 hour 50 minutes for case studies and just done the second part in 1 hour 10 minutes. If you do this, even if you complete the paper, your quality is going for a toss. You're going to mess up the second part of the paper. This should not happen. You should manage the time efficiently. Broadly, 1.5 equal division should be there for case studies as well as section A questions. So this is the whole approach of this ethics marks improvement program. And moreover, this systematic approach, by joining the course or not, if you follow this systematic approach to content preparation, to answer development, to answer writing, to overall optimization of what you're presenting in the paper. Content development, answer development, and optimization through continuous writing. If you've done these steps effectively, I can assure you, you will seal 120 marks in ethics. That's all for now. Thank you so much. See you in class on 24th June, 2 p.m.